How do we prove a case for a mesothelioma victim in court? Hi, I'm Joe Williams. I'm a mesothelioma trial attorney in New York City. And I can tell you that in order to prove a mesothelioma case, a legal case for a victim in court, the first thing that we have to do is we have to be able to prove that a particular company is responsible to that particular victim. So how do we do that? Well, one of the primary ways that we establish that proof is through the victim's own testimony at a pretrial deposition, and also through their testimony at trial, in which they talk about that particular company's products and how they believe that product exposed them to asbestos. They generally talk about the dust that was created from the work that they did with that product. There's also other ways that we prove that that particular company is responsible to our client. And that's in the form of employment records, work records. For Navy seamen, men who served on Navy ships, we get records from the U.S. Naval Archive in Washington, D.C. for that particular ship. And often these records show every piece of equipment that was ever put on those ships. So there's many ways to prove one particular company's responsibility to our client. The next thing we have to show is that that company knew or should have known that asbestos was dangerous and that they never warned our clients about these dangers. How do we do that? Well, we do that through company documents from that same company that failed to warn our clients about the dangers of asbestos, through internal memorandums, through internal research documents, all of which that show that that company either knew or that they certainly should have known that asbestos was a danger and that they never warned our clients about the dangers of asbestos. The last thing generally that we have to show in a legal case for a mesothelioma victim is that our client was injured. And of course, every mesothelioma victim suffers greatly. And it's not just them, but their spouses and families suffer as well. And we document that through the use of medical experts who talk about mesothelioma and its course on the human body, and also through that individual victim's medical records, and also through the testimony of physicians, sometimes the treating physicians who actually treated our client. We're able to document all of the different medical treatments and really all of the suffering that our client has gone through from the time of their first symptoms until the present day when we're in court dealing with that mesothelioma case in front of a judge and jury. Now, you may have many more questions about all the ways that we seek to prove a mesothelioma case on behalf of our client, and we can answer those questions for you. I'm Joe Williams, and at our firm, we handle cases for mesothelioma victims every day. This is what we do. It's who we are. I encourage you to call the number on your screen below. That's our office number, and we'll answer your questions as well. Thank you.